face of the Cape Cod Baseball League.
For the last time this year, we say hello from Lowell Park in the village of Cotuit as the Wareham Gatemen travel here today to face off against the first place Cotuit Kettleers. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Leadoff Spot here on the Gatemen Baseball Network alongside Aiden Blank. Jack Hunter here with you. And Aiden, this is going to be a tough task today. Not only Cotuit being a first-place team, but they're starting the league's best pitcher so far, and the Gatemen trying to snap a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah, well, the Gatemen have a good starting pitcher of their own. Gavin Black is going to make his second start, and the expectation, as with all these starters pretty much, is he goes 5 innings. As he can give them 5 innings, a few earned runs, and keep the game, close. Offense has got to get better. They struck out 15 times last game. That's a season high for them. They really need to get it together, and the hitting will come. I think the hope is that just keep playing ball. It's summer ball. Just keep playing, and eventually the bats are there. But that's something that now has to happen if they want to make a play for 4th place and start to get in the playoff picture.
Well, an interesting note about the Cotuit Kettleers today is that they only have 10 pitchers on their active roster. I guess it's a good problem to have when you get over 35 players drafted, a lot of them from this year's team. So Cam Hill is going to be tasked with going maybe 5-6 innings today, and if the Gatemen can jump on him early, we could be looking at a big night offensively, just considering how short they are in the bullpen.
Yeah, we're talking about the bats. That's one of the things that can happen if the bats get hot, and we've seen the bats hot this summer. If they can put up a crooked number the first couple of innings, get to the bullpen, start using these guys more than they're used to. Maybe some guys make mistakes. Eventually, maybe you get to hopefully some position players pitching. It's happened before with Cotuit. Eventually, maybe you're able to get in a situation where you're pitching against a guy who hasn't pitched this season, and I think that's the goal here.
Well, the Bats will be trying to get some runs for our starter today, Gavin Black, and he's with Amanda right now here on the Leadoff Spot.
Here now with our starting pitcher for the day, Gavin Black. And Gavin, you're going to make your 3rd appearance on the mound with the Gatemen this season. What's your mindset going into the game today?
I think just pounding the zone. My first outing was against these guys. I came in relief through 2 innings, gave up 1 run, making good pitches. I think I pounded the zone pretty well last time. They just don't swing, chase a lot of breaking stuff that's in the dirt or pitches that are out pitches. Pounding the zone hard and making them swing.
And you recently announced your commitment to Mississippi State. Can you tell me kind of what went into that decision for you?
Yeah, it was a lot about pitching coaches. I was choosing between Mississippi State and Georgia Tech, who both hired really good pitching coaches. Justin Parker at Mississippi State, was great, fell in love with them. And then, going to see Mississippi State, just the community they have there, and the backing, the fan support and everything, it felt like home to me. So that's what made the decision for me.
And speaking of community, you've been out here with the Gatemen for a little while now. What's it like playing with the guys, playing for Smyth and the rest of the coaches?
Oh, I love them to death. Coach Smyth is amazing. Love them. Everybody that's around, all the players too. Everybody loves to win, and I think, like Coach Smyth says, when we lose, nobody likes to lose, especially on this team. So it's good. I think everybody comes out to compete, and we're going to compete today really hard. And
what are your biggest goals being out here in the Cape in general?
Yeah, it's a different look for me. So coming from junior college, seeing Division I players, a lot of Power 5 guys, just learning what they do, allow me to take that into next year at Mississippi State and be a really good pitcher at Mississippi State. But a learning curve here for sure.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm here now with Tommy Splain, and Tommy, Coach Smyth throughout the season has put a big emphasis on just kind of pushing past the games, not really focusing on what happened last night. So I'm curious, from a player's perspective, how do you go about doing that?
Really just there's so many games. You're playing 6 days a week. So it's kind of easy to turn the page. It's a little different than college because you have less games and, a different span. So it's a little bit easier. But, yeah, sometimes those games are tough. But, you just, move on from them.
And you lead the team right now in batting average. In the last game, you were successful against Falmouth. What's the key for you at the plate?
Just being aggressive and staying on that fastball right now. That's the biggest thing.
How would you describe your mindset when you go out on the field, whether it's, batting or fielding or catching?
Just staying loose and just kind of having fun. I'm meeting just a bunch of new guys, so it's kind of just fun to, be around everyone and stuff like that. So.
And going off of that, what's your favorite part of playing for the Gatemen right now and meeting all these new guys?
The best part, just playing all my buddies and meeting new people, obviously. But, just traveling to new fields and just being a part of the Cape Cod.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Back on the leadoff spot as we go around the league. And Aiden, we're going to start with you, the West Division, which has been looking like, no doubt, the best division in the Cape Cod Baseball League so far this year.
Yeah, it's competitive. Wareham and Falmouth battling for that 4 spot, but the Commodores are also very close to Hyannis. They could make a run, as could Hyannis, for the number 2 spot with Bourne. You know, Cotuit's kind of a little bit ahead of the pack. Obviously, things can change, but Cotuit seems to have set themselves above everybody else. And the other 4 spots seem to be up for grabs, and obviously you've only got 3 more spots for the playoffs. Wareham did not play yesterday, and Falmouth won, so the Gatemen now 4 points behind the Commodores. You can't let it get to 6. You have to stay within a game or 2 in order to make things interesting down the stretch. They only play Falmouth 2 more times.
Well, 4 West teams played yesterday, and they defeated 4 East teams. The only East team that did not play, and then henceforth did not lose, was Orleans. YD still with a comfortable 5-point lead out in first place. Harwich has now lost 2 straight. Orleans is meddling in third place. Brewster and Chatham are at the basement. So unfortunately for Wareham, you've got kind of the tough stick here in the deal being in the West Division, but that's what they're up against here, and they're going to have some opportunities against some teams in the East coming up. All right, let's keep things moving here on the leadoff spot. Here's Amanda Foster with the manager, Ryan Smyth.
Here on the Manager's Show with Ryan Smyth and Coach Gavin Black starting on the mound tonight. What have you seen from him that stood out to you?
He's going to compete. He wants to be here. He's going to fill up the zone. He's energetic. JUCO guy, former, so love that. So looking for a great start for him.
Last time you were here at Lowell Park, this was one of the games where you said the energy kind of felt off from the beginning of batting practice. What's the energy today?
It's good today. It's been better since that day. We had a talk. We cleaned some stuff up, and win or loss, we've been coming to the yard ready to play baseball.
And Cotuit, arguably the hottest team in the league right now on a 5-game win streak, very successful at home. What needs to happen today for you guys to get a win?
We just need to play clean baseball. We play clean baseball. I think we compete with anybody in this league. In a game like today, although they're probably one of, if not the hottest teams in the league, this is a good chance for us to show we can compete with them, and then could be a game that turns some things around.
What are you telling your guys coming in playing a team like Cotuit? Just exactly what you said to me.
Yeah, I don't got to tell them nothing. We just got to play baseball.
All right, thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
No problem.